Hey, man, it's Aaron from the Underground Railroad, and you guys are tuning into another wonderful show from the Four-Eyed Radio Network. To listen to more awesome episodes from your favorite people at the Fern Network, you can tune into foureyedradio.com. Hey,
Patrick.
Hey.
So, when you go shopping online, where do you usually go to shop online? Like if you have to do stuff for birthday parties or holidays are coming up, you don't want to go to the store. Where do you shop online?
I don't know. Craigslist.
Craigslist. You go to Craigslist. Well, you shouldn't go to Craigslist. You should go to Amazon.com. Right? Amazon.com. Yeah, Amazon.com. But you don't.
That's actually good.
It is good. Yeah. But you don't go to Amazon.com.
You
don't. No. What you need to do is you go to the Sasquatch.net, click on the Amazon banner, and then do your shopping. You know why?
Why?
Because we get a little kickback then, and we can keep the lights on in the studio, and I won't be homeless.
Oh, yeah. Well, wait a minute. So if we want you to be homeless.
Well, yeah, but do you really want me to be homeless? Fuck. Okay, well, if you don't want Steve to be homeless, go to the Sasquatch.net and click on the Amazon banner and shop like you normally do, and we'll get a little taste if you do. But apparently, if you want me to be homeless, then just shop at Craigslist.
Yeah, or, I don't know, Walmart, maybe?
Yeah, Walmart works too.
Yeah, because that's probably where you'd be living if you were homeless. Walmart.
That's where I'll be living.
Yeah.
Oh, so depressing. Okay. Well, that's all I got. All right, so Sasquatch.net, click on the Amazon banner. That's all I got.
Yes, do.
I like the music we have going on right now in the background. Hi, this is an all new All White-Tukee. I'm Steve-O.
I'm Pat.
And we just got done eating a delicious meal made from Patrick's lovely wife. It was terrific. Mm-hmm. It was mussels and shrimp and a Greek salad and a delicious cheesecake, which you kind of brought back some what do they call it? Like the trade, the bargaining. What is it called?
Barter.
There we go. Bartering. You like bartered something for something?
Kind of. I was doing a charcoal drawing for my wife of this famous chef, Ahwatukee. Well, so she'd take a picture of it, put it on Instagram. Well, one of the chefs at her school saw it and freaked out over it. Was like, "Oh, what do I got to do to get that? Like, how much do you want?" And everything. She's like, "Oh, I don't want money.
Yeah.
I don't do it for money. It's more like just a hobby I have." So. Anyways, he's like, "Well, I got to do something." And so he told her, he's like, "Well, your husband does this amazing art, and all I've got are my knives. So I'm gonna make some kind of food." So then she comes on with this awesome cheesecake. So yeah.
No, it was very delicious. It was very. I feel like a fat kid that should be I probably have to go to the doctor's now for diabetes.
Do you have diabetes?
Diabetes. But yeah, no, we just finally recorded a show not too long ago actually, so everyone's probably thinking how could you have another one already out of the gates, what's going on? But I sent Patrick this meme, and I was curious, I was actually wondering if he actually heard of this place, and he said he hasn't. I don't know if anybody remembers Showbiz Pizza. It's almost like a Chuck E. Cheese's. I think it came out in the 1980s is what Wikipedia says, which I know this is great podcasting right now because I'm pulling out my phone and trying to figure out everything. Let's see. Yeah, okay, I do have it on Wikipedia right now, so I'll go ahead and dive into this before we dive into some other stuff. But yeah, so Showbiz Pizza Place was a restaurant chain founded in 1980 by Robert L. Brock. A creative engineer that branded emerged following a separation between Brock and Pizza Time Theater, the owners of the Chuck E. Cheese franchise. So basically what ended up happening, I don't know when it happened, but sometime, okay, it looks like from 1980 1980 to about almost, I guess, 1984 is when the franchise took off. This pizzeria place. It lasted to about 1992, I guess, and now that's all been converted to the new Chuck E. Cheese's that we know today. So, but Showbiz Pizza, basically the meme is it was like save your family from boredom was their tagline. Go to Showbiz Pizza. I sent Patrick this meme, and my brother sent me this meme, so I got to give credit where credit's due. But this meme has save your family from boredom, Showbiz Pizza kind of thing. But someone cropped the face of the bear. Now, I thought it was a possum at first, but it turns out it's a bear. And the bear they took the animatronic bear. They didn't take a bear from the suit, like Disney, like a Mickey Mouse kind of thing. They took the creepy looking bear, animatronic. They made it really creepy looking, and then at the bottom of this meme, they took that picture of just the bear that just says, "Save your family." So my brother and I were just talking about oh, have fun at your family, and then the bear just turns over to the kids, and be kind of thing, because that's what the bear looked like. It's really creepy. So then we're like, well, how did this thing go out of business, and why did they decide to go with this, a rat mascot? 12 years later, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
From 1980 to 1982. Now, it's just funny that, I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. I guess it started out in Texas. I'm reading up. I'm on Wikipedia. Yeah, so,
It doesn't surprise me.
So the first Showbiz Pizza place opened in Kansas City, actually, Missouri, on March 3rd of 19... That doesn't surprise you either. And creative engineer, so it was an animatronic kind of... so it's basically a, Peter Piper Pizza, a Chuck E. Cheese's, where it not only had games, pizza, and all this kind of stuff, but there was an animatronic show. They had a
creepy ass bear.
Yeah, they had a bear. Well, this is the thing. They had a bear that played a banjo, that had a bird on his guitar or banjo or whatnot. Then you had a gorilla playing a piano.
Okay.
Then I'm guessing it was a mouse or a rat. I'm not sure. Rat or cheerleader that was a singer. Then you had just some crazy big bird that would just pop out of a barrel. Or a drum of some sort, and then there was also a drumming dog that was a space dog or something like that. I was researching So I was researching all the stuff, but then I found out I was going through and I found well, I wonder if anybody has any videos of this. So I go to YouTube and literally they only saved 4 of the animatronics, and they were playing at weird makeshift amusement parks. The amusement parks that would be set up in a what's it called, a parking lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Carnies.
like a carny place or whatnot. I'm just wow, who decided to be first off, who was we're selling off these animatronics and not using them for parts, but second of all, who was the next person to go, I am buying these and I'm taking them on tour? Carnies?
Yeah.
Is that just in their MO?
Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know.
But yeah, so I posted the picture on our
Probably
Facebook.
distant relatives, actually.
You think so?
The animatronic. Distant relatives of the Carnies.
So yeah, I haven't found a list of the other characters, what their names are. I know the bear is called Billy. Let's see, Billy Bob.
Yeah, that was creative.
So that's the bear's name is Billy Bob. I'm trying to think if there was anything else mentioned about this thing.
I think the gorilla was named Eunice.
Hi there, Eunice. Are you gonna play us a song? I hate you so much.
Yeah, Eunice.
But then when we were talking about that, when I brought that up to Pat, we were talking a little bit about it, because he's never been to a Showbiz Pizza. Now, have you ever actually been to a Chuck E. Cheese's?
Well, yeah.
Okay, I haven't.
I think I was at a birthday party with you at one.
At a Chuck E. Really?
I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure it wasn't Peter Piper?
I'm pretty sure it was Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay, see,
Maybe
I don't.
It was Peter.
I don't remember going to a Chuck E. Cheese's at all.
Maybe not. I don't know.
But anyway, so what sparked that when I mentioned that, Patrick goes oh, do you remember the Goofy movie? We're yeah. So I don't know if anybody remembers the Goofy movie, but we were talking about the possum.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it? Something Possum Park.
Mm.
Oh, this is gonna bug me now too. This is great podcasting, kids. But yeah, so we were talking about that, and then we were talking about how awesome was the Goofy movie. kind of thing. But what I was dying laughing is my brother and I were having this conversation about, like, he came up with this weird thing about, like, Pete's Dragon. Do you remember that movie, Pete's Dragon?
Yeah.
The joke was, behind the whole thing was, like, the director was like, no, that's not what I want. I don't want an animated dragon. It was just a kid showing off his dragon the entire movie or whatnot, but Walt Disney wouldn't have it. So we're joking around, like, he's like, there's no truth to this art. And then my brother was talking about, like, yeah, notice how they only showed the kid, like, you know, there was only, like, his top part. Like, they never showed, like, anything else with the kid when he was talking to the dragon or whatnot. And I'm, like, thinking about it, I'm like, you're right. Everything was, like, shot, like, from the waist up. And I'm like, maybe this was the guy's, like, original idea, but Walt Disney was like, we're just going to throw an animated dragon into this. We're not going to make it what you want it to be. And the guy was, like, angry about it.
Wow.
But then we got, like, then he brought up the Showbiz Pizza, which I always thought was Pistol Pete's for some strange reason.
There was a Pistol Pete.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this. Do not Google Pistol Pete's. Because you will not find what you're looking for.
Okay.
Let's just say it's a cowboy. Yeah. But, yeah, so that was just my tangent. Since I think I remember going to a Showbiz Pizza back in the day for a birthday party or whatnot. But what I really want to talk to, Patrick picked up some New Zealand beer.
Oh, yeah.
And we want to talk about that because it is delicious.
Based solely on the artwork on the box.
Now, basically, it's a shirtless, old-timey man.
Old-timey, like, boxer.
Boxer, yes.
Yeah. He's got the weird old-timey boxing stance.
He's got the nice fisticuffs going, like,
fisticuffs,
I'll show you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Now, it came with, like, 4 beers.
Moa
is what it's called. But what I love, it's called the Breakfast.
Apparently, was news to me. Apparently, there's a beer style that's predominantly European, which is breakfast beers. Like, how great is that? How come we don't do that here? Like breakfast, okay, you're having your Cheerios or whatever. Well, I better get my breakfast beer.
That's the weird part. We don't have. That's the thing. We don't have breakfast beers, but we have the Bloody Mary.
Yeah,
but
I do like Bloody Mary too.
But we don't have an actual like beverage, like a beer for the morning.
We should,
and I fully
think about how much better your day would go.
Yeah, you were reading about it, like it said something about like this is what they usually drink basically for breakfast, or sometimes in like I would say brunch maybe.
Yeah, brunch beer. People drink at brunch. I'm saying, you start the day off, you got your breakfast, crack open your breakfast beer. It's gonna be a good day. Yeah, your day can't go wrong after that.
I totally agree with that because I mean all you really have for breakfast wise is basically your Bloody Marys, I would say, for drinking, maybe an Irish coffee, and then you really don't get into the mimosas until that's like a brunch. That's a brunch thing. But there's not really like a breakfast beer because usually aren't you drinking like a Bloody Mary? Like you can drink it regular, but usually most people have a Bloody Mary like after a night of drinking.
Yeah, usually.
It's not like one of those things where you're just all like, oh, I'm sober, I'm going to have a Bloody Mary kind of thing. It's usually mostly rare.
I will say Mandalay Bay in Vegas makes a killer Bloody Mary.
Do they?
Oh, man. So good.
I don't think that's one place that I went to in Vegas.
I went to Vegas. They're delicious.
I totally forgot to talk about Vegas on this podcast. But yeah, so what I'm proposing is we get some animatronics together. We put together a breakfast beer place
with animatronics. Creepy
animatronics. Okay, first off, if you're serving booze, kids aren't showing up.
Yeah.
Unless you're a deadbeat dad like me, and I don't have kids, but or I think I don't. I don't know. I do too many things. But yeah, what do you think? We should come up with a cast of characters.
Yeah.
Well, obviously we're going to bring back Billy Bob. Because Billy Bob's front and center in this this place. I do kind of like a gorilla playing piano. Eunice.
Eunice is in.
All right. Apparently I didn't see a possum in the lineup, so I'm saying we got to throw a possum in this.
Sure.
He could be Cletus.
Or Myrtle Beth.
Oh, Myrtle Beth. Oh, I like Myrtle Beth. I'm Myrtle Beth. I'm a possum. Whoa! Here comes the farmer. Better play, possum. No.
Well, you can work out.
We can work.
Yeah, we can figure out there.
Okay. What else? We got 3 characters there, right there.
Yeah. Maybe some, like, I don't know, roadkill that sings or something.
So like maybe a deer,
Yeah, like, you know.
like a half
a deer.
a deer,
Yeah.
and they can call him O deer.
So it's an Irish dead deer.
Ah, it's an Irish deer.
Yeah.
Oh dear, I was hit with a car.
Oh dear.
Oh, this is what I do. I get hit by
There you go, Deirdre. Oh dear.
Deirdre O deer. Hi, my name is Deirdre O deer. I was
Yeah.
hit with a freight train.
There you go.
But the bar will have to be placed in Canada.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. I'm trying to think what else is up
We'll
there.
also serve poutine then.
Okay, what's
Poutine is some Canadian thing. It's got like cheese curd and like French fries and like all kinds of weird stuff.
Okay, is this a meal or a drink?
No, it's like food.
Oh, okay.
It's actually funny because my brother-in-law's got a funny story about poutine.
Poutine.
So his family's from Canada. And
Yeah.
so last time, I guess his nana loves poutine, but his dad was telling him about it. He's like, wow, where we go, she always orders this stuff. He says, Nana really loves poontang. My brother-in-law was like, what? When did that happen?
Oh, that's funny. Yeah,
could I get
some
Nana.
poutang?
Oh,
Well,
Nana.
So, would it be like, oh, hey, could I get some poutang? Okay. I love Canada. I love Canada so much. I love when I told my mom on my birthday that I wanted to move to Canada because their crimes are so cute.
Yeah.
And my mom just shook her head. Like, she does not want me to go to Canada at all. I'm like, why?
You should probably get a job in the mountains.
Dude, if I could be a Mountie,
You probably should.
that'd be great.
Probably do it tomorrow.
Be like, hey, there, sorry to pull you over. I want to tell you about this new restaurant I'm thinking of, I just got a bear and a gorilla and a possum, hey.
Yeah, should do it tomorrow.
Okay, but this is one thing I know we're jumping all over the place, but speaking of different countries and everything that you mentioned something that you read about in Australia that I was like, why didn't we talk about this on the podcast?
Oh goodness.
And now I'm like, I have to visit these places.
This is once again in one of Bill Bryson's books. I know I talk about him all the time, but he's pretty much the best author. He was in some town, I don't remember the name, in Australia, and found a pet supply / pornography store. Which, why?
I'm just like, how busy are you that you can't make 2 trips?
And how does the idea even come to somebody? Like,
They're sitting there in marketing and be like, look, there's plenty. Oh wait, I gotta get into it. You call that a knife? This is a knife. Alright, look, there's plenty of dog food stores and pornography stores, alright? But what if we combine the 2, mate?
Yeah. You can't make something like that, huh?
No, yeah, that's the funny part. Is like half the stuff that like comes out is like, what?
Where's
So
the connection? I don't know.
I need to get some dog food and some pussy, eh? I don't know why I just made it Canadian, but
Canadian?
Australian. Just because I'm from Australia, then they think I'm slow, eh?
The Royal Australian Mountie?
But yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. Like, how busy are you that you can't make 2 stops? Or is it like one of those like small towns
I think it was a small town.
that they don't have anything? So they're like, well, we got one building left, and we definitely need a porn, and we definitely need dog food. So let's just combine the 2 and see what happens.
Yeah, it must have been. I don't know.
So that means we need to make a restaurant for adults that serves beer in the morning with animatronics, and then it has a dog food / pornography store.
Evidently. Evidently.
So anyway, so I want to talk about. So we need to get. So your wife has been teasing me basically. She's talking about this wonderful human being that I need to meet, yet she hasn't hooked it up yet. What's up with that?
I don't know. She's shaking your finger vigorously.
I know she's like wavering.
No names.
No, I'm not dropping names. That's why I said this individual. I did not.
Human.
I would hope it's human.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
Amy's like, look, Steve, I met this alien, this extraterrestrial, started working where I work at right now. You have to meet it.
It may abduct you.
Yeah, it may abduct you.
Certain experiments may take place.
But
you're going to be pregnant.
Just enjoy the ride.
You're gonna have an alien baby.
I'm having an alien baby. Now I'm gonna get one of those cool alien babies. No, I'm not gonna get like the one from Alien.
No.
She could make you a cake
Am I gonna
in
get
the shape of an
No,
alien
it's
baby.
gonna.
Make me a cake in the shape of an alien baby.
I'll tell
Okay.
her that when you're ready.
What is it gonna look like?
That's how it's happening.
That's how it's happening. That's not really an alien though.
Too bad.
That's like a spawn from.
Too bad. We're not. It's not non-negotiable.
It's non-negotiable.
No, you get a Teletubby.
Okay, so I have a Teletubby. Now, which one is it?
I don't know. The Tinky Winky, I guess.
Okay, so I get the homosexual Teletubby.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, what's its lifespan then? Is it as like of a normal human, or do I have to,
It's 10 seconds of agony.
It's 10 seconds of agony. Wait a minute. So
Yeah.
you're saying that the birth is 10 seconds of agony?
No.
Oh, just its lifespan.
Yeah, the birth is like, I don't know, 20 hours. Give or take a fortnight.
Okay.
So,
And then
20 hours, give or take a fortnight.
Okay, then it comes out.
Yes.
I get to hold it for what? 20 seconds?
Of agony. Yes.
Wait, okay, so what of agony from it? So is it just like is it just like screaming because it's like in that it's just dying.
Yeah.
As soon as it's born, it's
Yes.
just dying.
Yes, and so are you.
Wait a minute, so I don't want any part of this. Why do I have to get pregnant?
It's too late. It's too late.
Why is it too late? Can I? Okay, how long?
I don't make the rules.
How long is it? Okay, so I get pregnant.
Yeah.
How long do I have to get rid of it?
You can't.
I can't. So, is it because it's inhumane, or is it because that the state doesn't recognize it as an actual?
No, it's made of Teflon.
Okay.
Don't ask me what that is. Doing anything but.
Okay, but I can't.
No. Just
what?
No.
But what if I try to get rid of
No.
it?
No.
I don't want any part of this.
It's too late.
Why is it too late?
It happened already.
Can I name it?
No.
It seems like I don't have any rights with this thing right now.
You don't.
So what was the point of it, like, doing this to me if their lifespan... Wait, okay, if their lifespan's only 20 seconds of agonizing pain and I die, then how can they get me impregnated?
I don't know how these things work. You're asking questions on it, man.
You're the one who created this!
I didn't create anything.
Okay. So,
It was written in the stars.
Alright, so then how long is the pregnancy then? Is it like a normal pregnancy? Is it like 9 months? Is it longer? Is it shorter?
Yeah, I don't know, a couple decades maybe.
Okay, so basically I still get to live a full life.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe you're pregnant the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So then on my deathbed, I give birth to this Teletubby alien that consumes the rest of my life stream and then dies in my arm and I die with it.
Yes.
So then on the bright side, I'm gonna look on the bright side of this thing. I'm gonna turn this negative into a positive. I didn't die alone.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So apparently I'm becoming a Inspector Main Tag, and then I'm gonna get abducted by this alien creature that Amy apparently works with, and then
Yeah.
weird. My life just became very weird in my 30s.
Well, you know, these things happen.
To who?
You,
To me.
I guess.
All right. Well, I am gonna
You
get.
signed up for it.
How did I sign up for this?
Well, I don't know.
You don't know.
Your signature's on file.
Uh,
I don't know whose file, but it's there.
gotcha. Are you grabbing more booze?
Yes. Yes.
I will take another partake in that.
All right.
As
All right,
well.
Matt, I'm doing it.
All right. Well, Patrick's doing that. I'm going to talk about basically my birthday. My birthday was crazy. It was nice. I got like a double birthday. What?
You want this or the Peppers?
I'll take whatever you can give. You get ready? Hold on tight to it. Patrick's opening. Okay. Now he's opening the 4th bottle of this beer we were just talking about, this breakfast beer, and every single time it's just like the cork just pops out. This is the first one that it was successful.
Yeah, that's scary.
So the first one,
Yeah,
the first one exploded, like the not exploded, but the gunshot flew off, and we were both like I'm sitting on the couch with his wife, and like it goes off, and we're both like, are you okay, or kind of thing. And then he tries to hold the next one, and that one almost fell like right off the table. He caught it, but it was just all like it. Apparently, this beer does not want to be cold. It's a beer that's like, nope, not gonna happen.
That's pretty terrifying.
Okay.
And I'm back. Mission success. Yeah, it's pretty horrifying beer, actually. Tastes amazing, but man, it's scary to open. I was gonna die. They still don't have any alien babies.
So apparently, yeah, alien babies. Apparently, I don't learn my lesson though. I got really wasted last night.
You don't learn anything.
I don't. No, I really don't. Actually, come to think of it, I think I've been. Let's see. Since Wednesday, I've been drinking nonstop since then. And not like I'm so depressed, I'm drinking or whatnot. I've just been partying or whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I got pretty messed up the previous night. And words were said, and things were happening, and
Microsoft Words.
I wish it was Microsoft Word. I did get Windows 10 though, so we'll see how that works out. But yeah, words were said and things were said, and so I guess any aliens out there, I am available. So if you want to impregnate me with some weird Teletubby thing.
Yeah. Its name is Paint Bucket.
Oh yeah, so I get to keep the name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the constellation.
That's the constellation. Constellation.
You
did there.
Yeah, very cute. Yeah. Paint Bucket Mooney.
Actually, it's Paint Bucket Turpentine Mooney.
Paint Bucket Turpentine Mooney, the 17th,
Esquire. I basically got the name when I was working at Lowe's.
Oh, yeah.
I did pick up your daughter an application. I don't know if she's
good.
filling out.
Yeah, she needs to.
We'll see what happens.
She needs to work at the paint company.
But yeah, that's been about it. But yeah, no, we had a delicious meal tonight. It was delicious. We had mussels. We had a Greek salad. We had shrimp. I'm like trying to remember like the basic things.
Shrimps.
Some nice toasted little breads that you can make baguettes out of. I don't know if Amy's just grinning ear to ear right now, or she's just shaking her head, going like, "He does not know anything that he just ate, does he?"
Basically.
Oh, it's okay.
You can't see. Well, now she's hiding behind the book.
Oh, okay. Hopefully she's reading something good and not Steve's Alien Babies.
I'm reading Anthony Bourdain's Easy Wrong.
Anthony Bourdain.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm sorry, Amy. I don't mean to embarrass you on the podcast.
Mussels in a white wine broth with bread.
Mussels in a white wine broth with
bread.
with
That's
bread.
the American way to say
It was delicious. Oh man.
butter.
it. I added the shrimp one.
The scrimps were added.
Scrimps.
Scrimps. That's what they're called.
That's what they're called.
Scrimps. Yeah. Scrimps.
I'm trying to think what else has been going on. So yeah. I think that's it. No, I'm just kidding. I can't stop thinking about this alien baby thing.
Your Tinky Winky child.
My Tinky Winky child. oil, bought me a Tinky Winky child.
Yeah.
Apparently,
I think Kanye is actually coming out with a song about it.
Tinky Winky. Yeah.
Tinky Winky child.
Yeah, Tinky Winky. I'm gonna let you finish, but Tinky Winky was the best birth that's ever happened. Okay, I know you don't listen to that kind of music or whatnot, but what is with that guy?
Oh.
I think it's just.
I think he was an alien baby.
You think he was an alien baby?
Probably.
Do you think he thinks he's like Superman? Like he came from another planet, and now he's just like, I can do whatever I want.
Maybe.
Under the yellow sun, unless it's red.
Yeah. He probably released one Metal Warrior or something.
You know what? That would actually be. No, I'm not condoning this, but I think that would be best place to get some rappers these days.
Metal Wars?
Just go to the Metal Wars, be like, yeah, let's take him.
Who names their kids after a direction?
I don't think. I have a feeling his name is probably like Babadook or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he just renamed himself as Kanye West because Babadook wasn't selling.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Even though I just ripped that off of a weird movie that's on Netflix.
Oh.
Speaking of which, what's the weirdest thing you have added or have ever added to your Netflix queue?
we were actually looking at the recently watched.
Mm-hmm.
You know, recently watched by Patrick. So we got Frasier,
Mm-hmm.
Ultimate Tut.
Okay.
And then I think like Men in Black or something was after that. Yeah.
Now, do you have separate accounts set up, like, or do you
For
just
the
use?
kids.
Okay, you have one for the kid, like a kid's account. Okay.
Yeah, that's like all under my account.
But yeah, no, there's those separate,
Yeah.
like, okay, because that's actually something I wanted to bring up, and maybe I'll just do it on this one. I wanted to talk about, like, every week we talk about, like, the recent Netflix queue, because, like, everybody's is so, like, mine has, what is it? It has American Dad, then it's, like, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey,
All right.
and then it's, like, what was it? It was, like, News Radio?
Okay.
But it's just like all these like random like things that,
Yeah.
and I think most of them are like I start watching it,
Mm-hmm.
and then like, oh, I'll get back to it or whatnot, and then like switch over to something else which just has all these weird like things. So yeah, I want to maybe every week we do like recently watched list or what's ever been added to your queue list. What's funnier? Because my queue list I know is funny because right now it's like I think I added Hot Wet American Summer the series.
Okay.
Which was just released on Netflix. And then right next to it is Nightmare on Elm Street. Then you have like BoJack Horseman.
Okay.
Then you have like a documentary I think about serial killers.
Yeah, you can check out Ultimate Tut.
What is Ultimate Tut? Okay, what is it?
It's a documentary.
About
King Tut.
About King Tut? Okay.
Oh, yeah. They're trying to piece together his life and how he died and everything. So.
Okay, now he died young, right?
Well, yeah, but what is just fascinating about him is not so much King Tut, but his dad, because his father was like a raging nut job.
Okay.
Just completely freaking nuts. Akhenaten was the guy.
Okay, yeah.
Just absolutely insane. If you look up anything about the Amarna period
Mhm.
in ancient Egypt, it's all to do with that whack job. And he was like a capital whack job. That guy was great.
So would you say he's the Kanye West of
Probably, yeah.
of Egypt?
I think that's a fair statement.
That's
And what's funny is like in all of like the the art and everything at the time, he specifically had himself portrayed as a woman, and like so I guess he's actually more like the ancient Egyptian Bruce Jenner.
Oh, Bruce Jenner's, yeah.
Yeah, so he's
So do you think? Okay, so then,
it's Egypt Bruce Jenner.
so now that makes me wonder. Do you think he was like the first official documented like transgender? Then, like he felt like he was a woman all along instead of a man. Okay, so
And not just as like a woman, but he gave himself and like all of his family members these giant weird space alien heads and all the art. Like they have these huge heads. It's freaky.
you know what? Maybe probably.
Oh, and Nefertiti. That was the Akhenaten's wife was Nefertiti.
Oh, she was also crazy too.
Clearly, she married that.
Or did she marry him just because? Well, he's got.
Nah, she might not have had a choice. Probably didn't.
That is
like,
true.
oh, guess what? Guess what, baby? I'm
Yeah.
a woman now, and we have giant space alien heads.
Or
Deal done.
Patrick, I think we just solved the mystery here. What if he was impregnated by the aliens that are going to be abducting me, so that when he has a child, he thinks he is a woman,
Yeah.
and that's why he feels that everybody has alien hands. We just solved the mystery.
Yeah, we did.
We should have a documentary on this.
Yeah.
It'll be a minute.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm dying.
Yes.
Yes. That's interesting. I've not heard about this documentary yet. Okay, I'll have to check that out because that just seems
well,
right
all
up
the
my alley.
Amarna period stuff is things I've learned over the years. But yeah, the Ultimate Tut's pretty cool.
Well, okay, you're probably like me though. I don't know if you do this, but if you're watching a documentary or something like that, and you're like, you hear about something, you're like, oh yeah, and then nowadays, back in the day, you would just watch it. You would just watch the documentary. But nowadays, you have a phone, you have a tablet or something like that, like sitting next to you. So then you sit there and you're like, oh wait a minute, and you start like.
Yeah, I totally do that.
So you have like two screens going where you're like watching one thing, but then you're researching and diving into this rabbit hole of just like, oh yeah.
I totally do that.
So I want to know if anybody else does that, because I do that all the because and mine are really bad too, because I'll do it with like Frasier.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be watching Frasier, be like, oh okay, and then I'll dive in and find out like all this stuff. Like I found out like the dog who played Eddie Moose, he like passed away during their entire like run. I forget what season he passed away, but his son takes over then for him, kind of thing.
It's pretty awesome.
Actually, Kelsey Grammer, I found out he has a biography that he wrote on the joke. There's a page in it where he talks about like apparently a rumor came up that he hated the dog. He hated how everyone kept saying the dog was a great actor or whatnot. And he came out in his biography saying like, no, I didn't hate the dog. I just hated that everyone referred to it as an actor. Because the dog wasn't acting. He's like, the dog was just taking directions and stuff like that kind of thing. So it's just kind of very interesting to like hear like all this other kind of stuff going on with that. And then I found out, I didn't know this, I think you told me this, that I had no idea that the guy who plays Niles, he was gay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found out that even the dad
really?
apparently is gay. And I'm like,
John Mahoney?
Yeah, John Mahoney. I was like, what?
Yeah.
So I thought I was like, what kind of thing? So now, and then I found out it was funny because apparently somebody was talking on a podcast. They have like a Cheers slot machine in Vegas. They have a friend's one, and he was gearing up saying like they should really make a Frasier one. So apparently there is a Frasier slot machine. I have to research this. I don't know if it's true or not, but I don't know. I think somebody said they found it like in Milwaukee. Or something like that, like some random like place.
It's not very good.
I know I wouldn't be able to leave, especially every time you like one. It's all like a salad and scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just random stuff like that. But yeah, I still got to finish Frasier. I think I'm on season 8.
Oh, okay, you're close.
I'm getting close, yeah. But
Final countdown.
yeah, I think I'm trying to remember. That was the last thing that I watched on Netflix that was interesting. I gotta find more documentaries. Oh no, I can dive. Actually, there's a documentary that I want to watch. It's called A Band Called Death.
Okay.
And it's basically these guys who it's been out for a while, so people already know about it.
Band Called Death.
A Band Called Death. That's what the band is basically just called Death, but the documentary is called A Band Called Death. I know it's on Netflix.
So it's about my mother-in-law.
I don't know so much of that, but it actually is almost as like the birth of punk music.
Oh, okay.
It's like these guys. It was all a bunch of African American men that started playing like the Motown kind of stuff because that was the time period. And then one of them like went to a concert, came back, was like, no, we gotta stop playing that. We gotta start playing this. Like they went to like either like a Guns N' Roses concert or something like that. So they started playing everything like really fast. And it's almost like the birth of like punk music, but they couldn't get anywhere because the record labels are all like, no, you can't. It's like the band name is not going to work. You got to change it. Yeah. It's too fast, kind of thing, and stuff like that. So it's a really good documentary. It's really good about music. I know some of the stuff is on Spotify right now. You can probably find it on iTunes and stuff like that. But it was weird because like one of their kids, like after they grew up or whatnot, one of the kids like found one of the tapes that they were all like brothers. So one of the brothers like gave the tape to him. He's like, you have to hold on to this kind of thing. And then all of a sudden the kids were going through something. They put some of the music on YouTube, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, you got to hear this stuff." Like other people were like hearing this, and he's like, "That's us."
Wow.
Like how did this like kind of happen? So it was kind of like a real kind of.
Cool.
It's really kind of cool. It's very fascinating. I always kind of like those kind of Cool documentaries always have like.
So we tried to go to the Motown Museum once.
Okay.
Now, it's smack dab in the middle of like downtown Detroit.
Lovely area.
Yeah. So we were there last year, I believe.
Okay.
So I don't know. You probably haven't been to Detroit recently.
I've never actually been to Detroit.
It looks like a war zone, and
So RoboCop got it right back in 1985.
you know it's rough. And so my wife's like, "Hey, I really want to see the Motown Museum." I'm like, "Yeah, I'd like to see it as well. That'd be pretty cool." So I Googled directions, Google Maps. We start going down through these side streets and everything, and I'm just thankful it was like daylight because we're talking like smack dab in the middle of like freaking war zone.
Yeah.
Detroit. Driving down these weird side streets, we finally get to the place, and it's like right in the middle of like this haggard area. There's some kind of like funeral going on next door, and like I'm pretty sure there's a few people packing, just walking around, and we're like, yeah, never mind, maybe next time.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not interrupting this funeral that's going on.
Yeah.
Like,
Wonder who died.
I don't know, but you don't interrupt a funeral just to go to a museum.
No, yeah. I'm trying to think if I've ever run into that, like even just out here, just like driving down, you're getting to the middle of like a funeral. I don't think I have.
I saw something crazy like that at work a couple weeks ago.
Oh, really?
So I work right next to the airport.
Yeah.
We're looking at, there's all this commotion going on. There's like 6 fire trucks out at the airport, like a bunch of police cars and everything. And then finally we see this like bright white like hearse and everything. So I'm guessing it was probably like a military member
Okay.
killed in action, most likely, that was coming back because there was a full on like squadron of like police motorcycles and everything going by. So that was my guess.
Okay. Actually, it was really weird. I don't know if you know this. So where I work is a little bit. It's almost it's almost in the airport area. Like I'm like right on the cuffs of it. I used to work over by the airport area.
Yeah.
So I know exactly what you're talking about, but I didn't realize this until one time I went for lunch somewhere. And I was like, oh, I think there was a Whataburger like over the bridge. So it's on Broadway.
Okay.
So the road Broadway, and I would say probably 48th Street.
Mm-hmm.
So right before you get to 48th Street, I had no idea this has been here, and I've passed this area like plenty of times, like in the past. There's a cemetery right off of the I-10 on Broadway.
Yeah, no, that.
I had no idea. I was driving by and I look over like, oh, there's a. So that's why, and it was so weird because I'm like, there's so many places that I've gone there. Like it's like not the greatest like I would say buildings, and not like it's broken down and whatnot. It just seems like these are the buildings that where people like, I don't have a lot of money, so I'm gonna rent this out to do my really horrible business. But I remember there's like a clinic there that I had it like everybody like, oh, go here for your drug test because it's like must be cheap to do your drug test there kind of thing.
Yeah.
I had no idea there's just a cemetery like right next to it.
So that's where you go on your lunch break now?
Yeah, cemeteries.
Yeah.
I've been looking for my wife
Wow.
to let her know that I'm pregnant with an alien baby.
An alien baby.
I'm like, honey, we did it.
We did it. Well, you would not. Okay, maybe not you.
Well, not you, but
Me and the alien.
her name was Ahwatukee.
Octagon.
Oh, well, if you
His
say
name
it,
is Octagon.
if you say it like that, it doesn't sound it great. You have to go Ahwatukee.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Can't let me have my look.
Geometry.
I'm already taking. Well,
I thought you were impregnated by geometry.
yeah, that's why I never learned it in school.
Okay.
I think that's it. That's
Yeah.
all I got. Do you have anything else to add?
No.
Alright, so apparently Patrick and I are making a pizzeria place with crappy animatronics
Yes.
where we can drink during the day. I'm going to have a baby soon, and then I'll be dead. Or you said century. I forget what you said. And
It doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter.
No. Yeah.
Well,
on that note,
so long, and thanks for all the babies. This has been another fine production of the 4i Radio Network. For more great shows, check out www.4iradio.com.
and geometry.
And geometry, according to Pat. Peace.